we're good to go.
All right. Good afternoon. I'd like to call meeting of the Albany Municipal Civil Service Commission to order, to be held today, Wednesday, October 6th, 2021 at 4:30 p.m. via video conference in accordance with the health and safety guidelines issued by New York State due to COVID-19 pandemic. Attendees today: Tom McNaughton, Commissioner and Chairman of the Commission; Linda Jackson-Chalmers, Commissioner; Michael Cassidy, Commissioner; Phil Banaszak, Assistant Corporation Counsel; Tatiana Diaz, City of Albany Human Resources Generalist 3; Rebecca Campbell, City of Albany Human Resources Generalist 3; Talani Ilumade, City of Albany Human Resources Director; Joshua Lacona, City of Albany Police Commissioner; and Mark Decker, City of Albany Police Lieutenant. I'd like to call the meeting to order. First order of business, approval of the August 25th, 2021 meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Seconded.
I'll second that. Any objections? None? Good to go. Next item on the list, report of appointments to competitive, non-competitive, exempt, and labor class. The Civil Service Office reported on the following provisional appointments in the competitive class: Evan McAdam, Lab Technician, Water and Water Supply, 9/7/2021. Maxine Beal Macbeth, Account Clerk, Treasurer's Office, 9/8/2021. Talani Ilumade, Human Resources Director, Administrative Services, 9/8/2021. Shanawaz Ahmed, Human Resources Generalist 3, Administrative Services, 9/8/2021. Philip Ball, Program Aid Special Events, Administrative Services, 9/8/2021. Kelvin Inderat, Water Plant Maintenance Mechanic, Water and Water Supply, 9/15/2021. John Tarver, Rehabilitation Specialist 2, ACDA, 9/27/2021. Civil Service Office report on the following permanent promotions in the competitive class: Willie Daniel, Fire Captain, Fire and Emergency Services, 7/23/21. Benedict Comboy Jr., Fire Lieutenant, Fire and Emergency Services, 7/23/2021. Joseph O'Donnell, Fire Lieutenant, Fire and Emergency Services, 7/23/2021. Michael Klugo, Fire Lieutenant, Fire and Emergency Services, 7/23/21. Mark Fusco, Fire Lieutenant, Fire and Emergency Services, 7/23/2021. Tom Mahar, Police Lieutenant, Police Department, 9/11/2021. Tanya Alex Hansen, Police Lieutenant, Police Department, 9/11/2021. John Schuler, Police Sergeant, Police Department, 9/11/2021. Nathaniel Pendleton, Police Sergeant, Police Department, 9/11/2021. Michael Adams, Police Sergeant, Police Department, 9/11/2021. Gregory Askew, Police Sergeant, Police Department, 9/11/2021. The Civil Service Office report on the following non-competitive class appointments: John Jones Sr., Equipment Operator 1, General Services, 8/12/2021. Joshua Lacona, Police Commander, Police Department, 9/4/2021. Phil Hume, Laborer 3, Water and Water Supply, 9/8/2021. Denise Peterson, School Crossing Officer, Police Department, 9/8/2021. Eleanor Wood, School Crossing Officer, Police Department, 9/8/2021. Tammy Mackey, School Crossing Officer, Police Department, 9/8/2021. Belinda Tillery, School Crossing Officer, Police Department, 9/8/2021. Corey Gordon, Water Meter Reader, Water and Supply, 9/8/2021. Malcolm Dobbs, School Crossing Officer, Police Department, 9/13/2021. Curtis Merritt, School Crossing Officer, Police Department, 9/13/2021. Nicoy Bailey, Laborer 3, Water and Water Supply, 9/15/2021. Willie Dobbs Carpenter, General Services, 9/16/2021. Next item on the agenda, establishment of eligible lists. Police Sergeant number 71-210. Tatiana, what do we do with this one?
So The other information is on the supporting documentation. The resolution should be read. If you want, I could read that.
Could you read that? Just because I'm working off two phones here. I don't have, my
Absolutely.
laptop wasn't working.
At the meeting of the Albany Municipal Civil Service Commission of the City of Albany held on October 6, 2021, the following resolution was adopted. Whereas an examination for position of police sergeant was held on the 5th day of June, 2021. Now there it be resolved that an eligible list consisting of 38 names for the position of police sergeant was here established on October 6th for 4 years until October 5th, 2025.
Excellent. So do I have a motion? Well, first, are there any questions or comments?
No questions.
None.
Motion to adopt the list, or establish the list, I should say.
I so
Seconded.
moved.
Excellent. And it's adopted. Next, establishment of eligible list, building inspector 6490. Tatiana, if you don't mind, would you mind reading the resolutions for each of these? I apologize.
Absolutely. At the meeting of the Albany Municipal Civil Service Commission of the City of Albany held on October 6, 2021, the following resolution was adopted, whereas an examination for the position of building inspector was held on the 5th day of June, 2021. Now there be resolved that an eligible list consisting of 2 names for the position of building inspector was hereby established on October 6, 2021 for 4 years until October 5th, 2025. 2 eligible candidates.
Excellent.
I move to accept the eligible list for building inspector number 6490.
I'll second that. Any objections? Hear none. It's adopted. Lead Hazard Reduction Grant Program Manager 64410.
At the meeting of the Albany Municipal Civil Service Commission of the City of Albany held on October 6, 2021, the following resolution was adopted, whereas an examination for the position of Lead Hazard Reduction Grant Program Manager was held on the 5th day of June, 2021. Now there it be resolved that an eligible list consisting of 1 name for the position of Lead Hazard Reduction Program Manager was hereby established on October 6, 2021 for 4 years until October 5th, 2025, 1 eligible candidate.
I move to accept this position.
I'll second that. Any objections? So moved. And Quality Assurance Program Manager 64350.
At the meeting of the Albany Municipal Civil Service Commission of the City of Albany held on October 6, 2021, the following resolution was adopted, whereas an examination for the position of Quality Assurance Program Manager was held on the 17th day of July, 2021. Now there be resolved that an eligible list consisting of 2 names for the position of Quality Assurance Program Manager was hereby established on October 6, 2021 for 4 years until October 5th, 2025, 2 eligible candidates.
I move to accept the eligible list for this position.
Second.
And I'll note that I'll be sending these over for signature, so we will need these signed.
Sounds good. That's fine. Thank you for that. Any objections? Okay, that's adopted. Okay. Next on the list, amendment of list. 1st Battalion Chief, 71,362, seniority points.
So this one was established at in the July meeting, and there was a seniority point error again. We do have we're working on a resolution to have some of these templates cleaned up so that this doesn't happen moving forward. So at the meeting of the Albany Municipal Civil Service Commission of the City of Albany held on October 6, 2021, the following resolution was adopted. Whereas due to a scoring error, the current promotional list for Fire Battalion Chief number 71362 is required to be amended. Now therefore, be it resolved that an amended promotional list for the position of Fire Battalion Chief number 71362 attached here to was hereby amended on the October 6, 2021 meeting.
A motion to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
I'll second it. Any objections? Passed and carried. Creation of new job specifications. Director of Sustainability.
Yep. Talani, do you want to take this one, or I could take it as well?
You can take this.
Okay. So currently the City of Albany houses sustainability policy in 3 places. We have an energy manager position, a volunteer sustainability advisory committee, and several different programs in various departments. The new director of sustainability will serve to coordinate policies and programs and be supervising the energy manager position, as well as coordinating and advising departments on various energy and sustainability and climate goals.
Excellent.
And this position will oversee the energy manager.
Excellent. Do we have to vote to create the new job specs? I apologize for not knowing ahead of time.
I believe, yes.
Okay. Do you have a motion to accept the new job specifications for the Director of Sustainability?
I so move.
I'll second it. Any objections? Passed and carried. Commissioner of Public Safety.
Talani,
I'll let you take that one.
Sure. So the Commissioner of Public Safety is a new title for a person that will oversee and, well, not oversee, excuse me, advise the police and fire commissioners, as well as lead in disciplinary measures internally.
Excellent. Do I have a motion to adopt the new job specifications for Commissioner of Public Safety?
I have no questions, so I will make the motion to accept the adoption of this position.
I'll second it. Any objections? Passed and carried. Next item on the agenda, amendment of job specifications, energy manager.
Yeah, with the creation of the Director of Sustainability, this is changing the reporting structure for that energy manager, reporting to the Director of Sustainabilities and updating some of the typical work activity sections.
Excellent. Do you have a motion to accept the job specifications amendment?
I so move.
I'll second it. Any objections? Passed and carried. Next item on the agenda, telecommunication specialist list 63-141 non-selections. Candidates to submit for disqualification after background investigation and interview. Do I read the section of law as well? Just go right down the list here, Tatiana?
Yes.
Great. Per Civil Service Law 54D, who has been guilty of a crime? The initials DM, BH, CP, DS, MM. Per Civil Service Law 54E, who have been dismissed from a permanent position in the public for incompetency or misconduct. Initials SH, EB. City of Albany Local Civil Service Rule 9-1, disqualification lacking good moral character. Initials BV, KM, GW. No show for the background appointment. Initials SJ. Not recommended for hire after psychological testing and evaluation, 6 candidates.
And
Any
all
questions?
the information for that was provided in the supporting documentation.
Excellent. Next item on the agenda, police officer 63-027 non-selects. So I'll just start running right through these. So no show for background packet. Brandon Albertson, Sharana Campbell, Ian Decker, Joseph Ferrezzi, Barry Hay, James Hilton, Kyle Lieback, Erica Mitchell, Kevin Milady, Matthew Murphy, Tremaine Pringle, Floyd Smalls, Tyler Sikowski, Taylor Thackeray. Hold on, I'm just moving this here. Deron Allen, Michael Carmesino, Celine Felicello, Nazibullah Hashimi, Calvin Helms, Zishan John Jua, Christopher McIntosh, Robert Moore, Juan Munguia, Taylor Pettis, Lamario Reyes, Tehran Spear, Andrew Taylor, Stella Tremper. No show for physical agility test. Luciano Alonzi, Jose Chuchuca, Brittany Ferenczi, Ashley Hendry, Brittany Buckley, Javon Cruz, Anthony Giordano, Gary Jeffries. Connor, oh, there we got some more here. I'm sorry. Connor McCrae, Zaish Sadiq, Brian Stanchuk, Brandon Wright, Taylor Ray, Nicholas Sakaris, Sherrod Williams. Failed the physical agility test. Ahmed Abdallah, Marcus Alman, Cameron Schultz, Tavita Bastio, Joseph Bintz, Christopher Boga, Robert Bolton, James Brown, Jeffrey Chaparro, Justin Kludzinski, Daniel Corcoran, Nicholas Cradell, Mark Crisano, Diego De La Rosa, Marissa Deso, John Dolan, Zachary Fierro, James Fiorini, Robert French, James Futia, Emmett Gillen, Jean Gomez Valerio, Heinz Granderath, Nicolette Griesler, Kieran Gurney, John Han, Phyllis Harrell, Seth Hawk, Demir Henry Milligan, Zachary Holzbauer, Shane Hoteling, Alex Jacob, Theodis Johnson, Sonupreet Kaur, Matthew LaFortune, Michael Leonardo, Alicia LeBruck, Jessica Mack, Laura Maxon, Isaiah McGill, Kyle Adams, Arafat Alshiga, Ethan Bartlett, John Bissett, and Antiquity Boatwright, Stephen Boldish, Michelle Breezy, Joseph Carroll, Marquise Chisholm, Sean Connolly, Todd Cox, Christopher Cupp, Jeremiah DiGregorio, Jack Mamino, Troy Dickinson, Mark Egan, Hunter Finley, Riley Fitzgerald, Joshua Fugit, Nicholas George, Anthony Giovinazzi, Keith Graham, Alexander Granger, Connell Grimes, Shamara Hagray, Cody Hansen, Philip Hasen, Michael Hare, Lene Hernandez, Andrew Hooten, Brandon Jack, Mamadou Jallah, Christopher Joseph, Angelo Kress, Dioris Lahara, Joseph Lewis IV, Dylan List, Oshihana Maxfield, Charles McCabe, James McKeever. Let me go to the next page here. Jameer McNeil, Jordan Metler, Donald Milos, Isaiah Morant, Cameron Myers, John Nita Rosick, Shadrach Nigzavima, Zachary O'Haler, Christian Pissarro, Paul Peterson, John Pigelski, Reginald Poland III, Christopher Ramos, Amanda Rivera, Andrew Rawlis, Nicholas Ruth, Danielle Salisbury, Joshua Shahid, Harinder Singh, Basso, Edward Stewart, Joseph Sutherland Danielle, Sean Tedici, Colleen Thompson, Chantalay Turner, John Tarosky, Corinne Vadney, Anthony Villano, Kedrick Whedon, Rolante Wilson. Got a few more here. Kevin Mallory, Matthew Machete, Caitlin Mitchell, Nadia Moses, Musa Naji, Tyler Novak, Ryan O'Donohue, Brandon Parrow, Azani Pederkin, Brandon Pierce, Jacob Popiel, Abbas Kasim, Michael Ricord Jr., William Rowe, Devin Ronju, Dylan Sada, Marco Santomassino, Gaith Shine, Ryan Slocum, Skylar Spooner, Renee Stone, James Tavares, Kingsley Thomas, Devontae Thornton, Mark Turner, Morgan Umholtz, Pedro Valentin Santiago, Robert Vizioli, Allison Weiss, Nicole Zorn. Candidates to submit for disqualification after background investigation interview. 54G, who has practiced or attempted to practice any deception or fraud in his application, in his examination, or in securing his eligibility for appointment. Initials RJ. 54G, who has practiced or attempted to practice any deception or fraud in his application, in his examination, or in securing eligibility or appointment in City of Albany Local Civil Service Rule 9-1, disqualification lacking good moral character. Initials DP, MR, HW, and IJ. Civil Service Law 54H, who has been dismissed from private employments because of habitually poor performance in City of Albany Local Civil Service Rule 9-1, disqualification lacking good moral character. Initials AC, CT, NK. City of Albany Civil Service Rule 9-1, disqualification lacking good moral character. Initials CR, MP, JV, JT, JD, MC, MA. Candidates to submit for disqualification after psychological testing and evaluation. Not recommended for hire, 18 candidates. Any questions or comments? Hear none. Next on the list is old business.
Excuse me, do we have to vote on these disqualifications?
Yeah, you would make a motion to uphold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I
apologize for that. So let's go back. See what happens when I run my first meeting? Good thing you're here, Linda. All right, is there a motion to hold all of these non-selects?
I so move.
All right, I'll second. Any objections? Hear none. Old business.
There was none.
Perfect.
Unless you guys had something.
I did not. Linda? Tom? No?
No.
Okay. New business. Mandatory vaccine requirement for all City of Albany employees.
Yes, so we've adopted a mandatory vaccine policy for all new hires. And it's to keep in our commitment to provide a safe and hazard-free work environment for our employees, families, visitors in the local community. And I attached it to supporting documentation. There is a reasonable accommodation process for this, for different exemptions. And we just wanted to make the commission aware that this was something that was implemented, since it does impact hiring.
Excellent.
Question, you said that this new policy for new employees, what about existing or long-term employees? Are there any mandatory requirements?
There is not currently a mandatory requirement. We are tracking. So there may be next steps, but currently current City of Albany employees, prior to this being established, we don't have a mandatory vaccine requirement.
Do they have to be tested?
Not as of yet. We are tracking who is vaccinated and who is not vaccinated at the moment.
Okay. Thank you.
And if there isn't anything else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move. Nice
Second.
job, Commissioner Casey.
I'm trying here. Any objections? Hear none. We are adjourned. Next regular meeting will be Wednesday, October 27th, 2021. I think last year was on Halloween, so at least we got, or maybe it was the year before, so always complicates things for trick-or-treating, so that makes it good. Tatiana, thanks so much for your help today. You know, kind of working through first getting this scheduled and then also helping with the resolution. So very much appreciated.
And congratulations to Lonnie on the position.
Thank you.
Yes, congrats.